But as bad, and again, this oil is awful, but as bad as it is, you definitely don't want this in Barataria Bay.
Right. Get it back in the grasses and the marshes.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Beds.
And this is the kind of, I mean, you can see the consistency.
Thick. I saw you
Yeah, I mean,
talking about how thick it was.
something like this gets in the wetlands, and that's going to be very hard to get out of there. You can see it, you know, that's exactly right.
Yeah. It's degraded, but not much, actually.
No, and that the problem is that gets in that cane, that gets in that grass back there. 5 to 7 days afterwards, it's dead. And you know, Billy and I went out to Pasalutra. It's completely quiet out there. No insects, no bugs, no fish, no shrimp. And the problem is that those wetlands, that's the Gulf. That's the nursery for the Gulf. And this is awful. But we can clean this up off a beach. We can clean this up off sand. Once it gets in the wetlands, a lot of the damage has already been done.
So that's why we have to build the barrier islands.
That's
get enclosed.
That's exactly right. Let's fight this 15, 20 miles off coast.
You can watch pictures of it. You can watch it on television and the news and newspapers, but until you actually come out and smell it, see it, touch it, it makes it very, very personal. So it's tragic, and it's very apparent that it's very tragic.
And because it is personal and tragic to understand, when you see it more why so many people are so angry.
Understand, and first being here, it is very tragic. I'd like to get more people out here to see it. I'd like to thank the governor and Billy and the mayors for a chance to come out with them, see it firsthand. I think that's important, and hear their perspective on it also, not just walking on the beach.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this before in your career, and what does this tell you this time versus what you've seen before?
I've not seen something like this before in my career. I've seen small spills, containment. I think the difference in this one is it's a leak that continues, and that's the piece that it's the uncertainty that puts urgency into everybody and the worry. I've never seen a spill response this large anywhere in the world, the ones I've studied and known about around the world, but yet still we have some oil coming through, so it's not
So look over your shoulder and describe that to me. What do you see?
Well, it's devastation. It's devastation of the beach. This can be cleaned up. Like the governor said, we've got to keep this out of the marsh.